Hello everybody, it's Sean Bishop. I'm Director of Bishop Instruments and Bows here in London. And today I'm talking about what's new in my shop, July 2023. I've got a small selection of things that I've got in. It's been quite a busy month, so I've got lots of stuff with my restorers. But I've got a few things that have just come back. I might have bought them a while ago. I think one of the violas is almost a year old, but it's had some restoration, which is finally finished. And I've got a couple of new bows and an old bow to talk about. So let's jump straight in and do violins. So here is a nice Eugenio Degani violin made in 1893. I bought this violin a few months ago and we just put a new bass bar in it. It had a very strange looking bass bar. All original, it had the original fingerboard, which actually we have changed because they're too light. And people think light is great. But actually light is always not so great. So a new fingerboard was put on. We put a new bridge and sound post and bass bar for this violin. And this violin was made in 1893. If you've watched a few of these videos, you'll see I've got another violin, 1895. So two Deganis. And this is normal back length, 35 point, anybody? 6. Okay, as opposed to some of the other Deganis that are 36 plus. Very large, okay? So anyway, that's a really nice Degani. And let's have a look at some bows, violin bows as well. So we have here two of my favorite bow makers. Well, I have a lot of favorite bow makers that are still living, and these two, I thought I'd show them both because we have a violin bow by Gary Leahy, the Irish bow maker, and we have a violin bow here by Paul Sadka, the English bow maker. Both of them got 3 gold medals at the Violin Society of America about 10 years ago, maybe a bit over 10 years ago. I think it was in the same competition. So violin, viola and cello, gold medal winners, both these guys. So it's interesting to see how they've progressed as makers, and I've been lucky to have sold their bows for, must be 20 years now, or 15 at least. The Gary Leahy, Gary was telling me this bow is a slight change from his usual design. And I can see what he means. The head's a little bolder, a bit stronger looking, maybe moving away from the sort of typical modern Pajot style that a lot of makers have done over the past. It's looking more robust, more Picard sort of a hatchet style head, I would think. It's certainly going that way. Beautiful work, of course, typical with the single pearl eye, no ring, and highly polished frog. And I played on this really nice bow, lovely smooth bow. So that's Gary Leahy. He's got a very long waiting list. So if you want to buy one of his bows, there you go. Right, the next bow maker is Paul Sadka. And I'm just getting a wind up from my son telling me how long have we got, Mr. Bishop, Junior?
I mean, that's 3 minutes.
Oh dear, this is supposed to be a 3-minute experience. So I'll keep talking quickly. Paul Sadka. This bow I love because of the frog. It's a blind frog. So it's all ebony. So you see that there? And no pearl on the end, ebony. And even the slide on top is ebony. So again, very nice bow, strong, sort of almost mare, sort of a tip. Even Pajot, it's a mare, very nice bow. But of course, as people know, I've been buying a lot of bows from Paul over the years, and he's making me a bow basically every month. Right, and the final bow, we have a Hill viola bow. This is just a simple stamp, Hill, but this bow was probably made in about 1910, 1920. There's no numbers under it, and it's made by, I think Yeoman. Yeoman. Or it could be Barnes. I should have probably looked, shouldn't I? It doesn't really make that much difference. It's a pre-Second World War bow by Hills, and they really work. Fantastic bow. I love those Hill bows. Right, quickly on to violas. We've got a new viola and an old viola. The new one is by, his name's Borja Bernabeau. He's a Spanish maker living in Cremona. He's lived in Cremona for a long time now. And he's an award-winning maker. He too has got medals at the Violin Society of America competition. I'm talking fast here just to get over the line. And really beautiful viola. I'll have to play a few notes. This doesn't have any rosin. Let me just play it on a violin bow. Really open. And this is non-antiqued, beautiful texture varnish, open sound, ticks all the boxes, as everyone knows the things that I like. Right, final instrument of today is the beast. This is William Pryor of Newcastle, extremely rare viola, 1712, with a back length of 41.7. So what's that? 16 and 3/8. This is totally insane, this viola. I've not seen English violas from that period, apart from Parker. That's Daniel Parker, the great Daniel Parker, the great copyist of Stradivari. But this viola is something special, and we had to change it from a Baroque neck to a new neck, and it sounds amazing. Let's have a quick play. Very cello-like, isn't it? Anyway, that's William Pryor of Newcastle, 1712, in amazing condition. So that's it from me. Bye-bye, and I'll see you next month.